The financial world, much like the world of aviation, remembers its crashes. In 2017, a firm named after the ill-fated airship, Hindenburg, emerged, with the goal of shaking the foundations of corporate America. Founded by Nate Anderson, Hindenburg Research became synonymous with exposing corporate wrongdoing and sending shockwaves through the stock market. Who were their targets? Giants like the Adani Group, Nikola Corporation, and Icahn Enterprises LP. For 6 years, Hindenburg operated behind the scenes, meticulously researching and exposing activities they deemed fraudulent. Then, on January 17, 2025, a shocking announcement. Hindenburg Research was shutting down. Citing the constant demands of the job and a desire to spend more time with his family, Anderson decided to ground the airship. The closure of Hindenburg Research marked the end of an era. Their investigations had exposed vulnerabilities in the system, raising questions about corporate governance and regulatory oversight. Nate Anderson, the mastermind behind Hindenburg's success, was an enigma in the world of finance. His decision to shut down Hindenburg at the height of its influence baffled many. The firm was profitable, their reputation formidable, and their work far from over. In a statement released on Hindenburg's website, Anderson offered a glimpse into his reasoning. He spoke of the toll the work had taken on him and his family. The long hours, constant scrutiny, and legal battles had become unbearable. Some speculated that Anderson had become a victim of his own success. Powerful interests, threatened by his investigations, had every reason to silence him. Others believed that Anderson, ever the strategist, was simply moving on to his next venture. He had hinted at plans to open-source Hindenburg's research methodology, making their investigative playbook available to the public. Whatever the reason, Anderson's decision to shut down Hindenburg marked the end of an era. Hindenburg Research's impact on the market was undeniable. Their reports, meticulously researched and often scathing in their conclusions, had the power to move markets and bring down corporate giants. One of the most high-profile casualties of Hindenburg's investigations was Nikola Corporation, an electric truck startup that had captured the imagination of investors. Hindenburg's report, released in September 2020, accused Nikola of misleading investors about its technology and progress in developing hydrogen-powered trucks. The report sent Nikola's share price tumbling, wiping out billions of dollars in market value. Nikola's founder and CEO, Trevor Milton, resigned in disgrace and was later convicted of securities fraud. Another notable target was Icahn Enterprises LP, a conglomerate controlled by billionaire investor Carl Icahn. Hindenburg's report, released in May 2023, alleged that Icahn Enterprises was overvalued and its dividend unsustainable. Despite the criticism, Hindenburg's impact on the market was undeniable. Their investigations exposed vulnerabilities in the system, highlighting the need for greater transparency and accountability. Part 4. Adani, a case study in corporate intrigue. Perhaps no Hindenburg investigation captured the world's attention quite like the saga of the Adani Group. This Indian conglomerate, with interests spanning ports, power, and infrastructure, found itself in Hindenburg's crosshairs in 2023. The allegations were as audacious as they were complex: stock manipulation, accounting fraud, and a web of offshore entities designed to obscure the true extent of the Adani Group's financial dealings. Hindenburg's report, released in January 2023, sent shockwaves through the Indian stock market. Adani Group shares plummeted, wiping out billions of dollars in market value. The group's founder and chairman, Gautam Adani, saw his personal fortune dwindle. The Adani Group vehemently denied Hindenburg's allegations, accusing the firm of being short sellers with a vested interest in driving down the company's stock price. However, the damage had been done. The scandal cast a long shadow over the Adani Group, raising questions about its corporate governance and its future prospects. Part 5. The Hindenburg Playbook, unveiling the investigative methods. What made Hindenburg Research so effective? How did a relatively small firm, operating with a lean staff, manage to take on some of the world's most powerful corporations and come out on top? The Hindenburg Playbook often began with a hunch, a gut feeling that something didn't add up. They were drawn to companies with complex structures, opaque financials, and aggressive accounting practices. Once they had a target, they would assemble a team of researchers with expertise in finance, accounting, law, and investigative journalism. Hindenburg's real strength, however, lay in their ability to connect the dots. Anderson hinted at plans to open source Hindenburg's research methodology, making their investigative playbook available to the public. Part 6. Beyond the balance sheet. Political and financial repercussions. Hindenburg Research's influence extended far beyond the balance sheets of the companies they targeted. Their investigations often had significant political and financial consequences, sparking regulatory inquiries, prompting legislative reforms, and swaying public opinion. The Adani Group scandal, for instance, became a major political issue in India, with opposition parties accusing the government of turning a blind eye to alleged wrongdoing. In the United States, Hindenburg's investigations into companies like Nikola Corporation and Icahn Enterprises LP fueled calls for greater transparency and accountability in the stock market. Hindenburg's investigations often had a ripple effect, prompting regulators to take a closer look at entire industries. The legacy of Hindenburg research extended beyond specific investigations or policy changes. Part 7. A legacy of disruption, Hindenburg's enduring impact. The abrupt closure of Hindenburg Research in January 2025 left a void in the world of finance. The firm, known for its fearless pursuit of corporate wrongdoing, had become both a watchdog and a disruptor. Their legacy, however, extends far beyond their 6 years of operation. Hindenburg's impact on the market was undeniable. They exposed vulnerabilities in the system, brought down corporate giants, and cost investors billions of dollars. Their investigations sparked regulatory inquiries, prompted legislative reforms, and swayed public opinion. While some criticized their methods, accusing them of manipulating the market and profiting from the misfortune of others, there was no denying the impact of their work. They shone a light on corporate malfeasance, challenged the status quo, and forced those in power to confront uncomfortable truths. They left an indelible mark on the world of finance, a reminder that even the most powerful institutions are not above scrutiny.